Welcome to Agoracom Small Cap Breaking News.
Your daily go-to source for the best small cap headlines for over 65 million investors since 2007.
That's right, we are hitting you with a rapid-fire update
On some of the most compelling stories breaking in the small cap arena right now.
We've got gold discoveries reaching incredible depths,
Massive gold finds in South America.
significant wireless expansion in Africa,
A vape retailer reporting impressive profitability.
and an expanding high-grade copper discovery.
So let's dive straight into these headlines
It's really a snapshot of the diverse potential
that we often see,
that we often see in the small cap markets, right?
spanning resources, technology, and retail.
Exactly.
Each headline kind of suggests a company making significant strides forward.
First up, out of the EBITDA gold belt in Quebec comes news from Radisson Mining.
Trading on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol RDS.
The headline, Radisson Mining expands high-grade gold footprint at O'Brien project.
Unlocking new depth potential in Quebec's Abitibi Gold Belt.
Now, for those following this story, the key here is new depth potential.
We're talking the deepest intercepts ever recorded at this property.
Over 500 meters beneath the historic O'Brien mine.
And the financial results are really quite stunning.
29.93 grams per ton of gold over 2.2 meters.
Including an even richer section of 53.50 grams per ton over 1.2 meters.
To put that in perspective, the historical O'Brien mine was Quebec's highest grade producer, averaging over 15 grams per ton.
So these new finds at depth significantly exceed that previous benchmark.
What's your take on the significance of hitting such high grades so deep?
Well, I think what's truly compelling here is the implication for the deposit's overall scale. Discovering such high-grade mineralization at these depths suggests that the gold-bearing system isn't just near-surface phenomenon.
Right.
It hints at the potential for a much larger and more enduring resource. Deeper, exactly. And the consistency that they're reporting, linking these deep intercepts back to the historical workings, further reinforces this idea of vertical continuity.
So you're saying it's not just like a little pocket.
Exactly.
That's like a whole vein that's going down.
And for investors, this kind of deep high-grade discovery could really reshape the long-term valuation of this project.
Absolutely. It's like finding a whole new high-grade deposit below an already successful mine.
Absolutely.
Next, we're heading to Brazil with Lavras Gold.
Trading on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol LGC.
The headline grabbing our attention, Lavras Gold hits 251 meters of continuous gold mineralization in Brazil.
A major step toward economic resource definition.
251 meters of continuous gold mineralization. That's a significant strike.
Indeed. And the headline correctly emphasizes that major step toward economic resource definition.
Right.
The key financial result here is that 251-meter interval averaging 1.2 grams per ton gold.
Yeah.
Importantly, within that, there are higher grade zones, including 100 meters at 2.2 grams per ton.
Wow.
And even richer sections like 10 meters at 4.6 grams per ton.
Okay.
Now, this discovery is at their Fazenda do Posto target, which is right next to their Bucci deposit, already containing nearly 500,000 ounces.
So you can see how this extensive new mineralization could substantially increase their overall resource base.
Absolutely. And bring them much closer to economic viability.
Yeah.
The continuous nature of the mineralization across such a large interval is particularly encouraging.
Right. It paints a picture of a potentially very large gold system.
Exactly.
Now let's pivot to the tech sector in Africa.
Boy.
NuRAN Wireless, trading on the CSE exchange under the symbol NUR,
All right.
has announced NuRAN Wireless expands footprint in rural Africa with 20 new sites.
Maintains path toward profitability.
In a world increasingly reliant on connectivity, expanding infrastructure in underserved regions is a significant move.
What investors, I think, will focus on here is the combination of expansion and the continued push towards profitability. Deploying 20 new sites in a single month shows they have operational momentum.
Right.
They've now put 40 sites into operation in 2025 and are aiming for 2 out of 4 by June. More critically, the news highlights that their operational sites are exceeding revenue expectations.
That's what I like to hear.
This increasing revenue per site is the key metric to watch, as it directly validates the sustainability and potential profitability of their business model in these markets.
So it's not just about building out the network, it's about the network generating strong returns.
Precisely.
Which is what investors want to see.
Absolutely.
Moving to another CSE-listed company, Delota Corp, trading under the symbol NIC.
Okay.
Their headline reads, Delota Corp posts $40 million in revenue as growth strategy and profitability take hold.
$40 million in revenue is a noteworthy achievement.
Yeah.
But the fact that this marks their fourth consecutive profitable quarter really stands out.
It does.
That consistent profitability alongside significant revenue growth is a powerful combination.
Right.
The specific financial results really underscore this $40.2 million in annual revenue, an 18% increase year over year.
Wow.
And over $1.1 million in adjusted EBITDA. The fact that they've also swung to a net profit of $561,758 is a strong indicator that their growth strategy is translating into tangible and sustainable financial performance.
Right.
For investors, this kind of consistent profitability can signal a maturing and increasingly stable business.
Absolutely. Turning revenue growth into consistent profit is a key indicator of a company's long-term health.
Couldn't agree more.
Finally, let's return to the resource sector this time, focusing on copper with Benton Resources, trading on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol BEX. The headline, Benton Resources expands high-grade copper discovery at Great Burnt, unlocks new mineralized zones.
With copper being so crucial for the energy transition, any significant high-grade discoveries are definitely worth noting. What makes Benton's news particularly compelling is the confirmation of substantial high-grade copper and the discovery of new potential. They reported 21.70 meters, grading an impressive 4.14% copper.
Wow.
Including very high-grade sections like 2 meters at 20.78% copper.
That's huge.
This confirms significant mineralization in an area previously thought to be lower grade.
Wow.
Furthermore, they've identified new copper-gold zones to the north, with gold grades reaching up to 2.16 grams per ton.
That's great.
And indication from downhole EM surveys suggests the potential for even greater extent of this mineralization.
So they're not just adding to what they already knew, they're potentially opening up entirely new high-grade areas.
Exactly. And for investors, the combination of high grades and the unlocking of new zones points to a potentially significant expansion of their resource.
Which is very exciting.
Absolutely.
So to quickly recap, we've seen Radisson Mining hit exceptional gold grades at unprecedented depths,
hinting at a much larger resource than previously thought.
Lavris Gold has intersected a massive continuous zone of gold, significantly advancing their path to defining an economic resource.
NuRAN Wireless continues its expansion in Africa, with increasing revenue per site supporting their move towards profitability.
Delota Corp has delivered strong revenue and a fourth consecutive profitable quarter, demonstrating the success of their growth strategy.
And Benton Resources is expanding its high-grade copper discovery while uncovering new copper-gold zones, capitalizing on the strong copper market.
Absolutely. For anyone following these sectors, these headlines contain the kind of financial and drilling results that warrant a much closer look.
You know, the grades at Radisson, the sheer scale at Lavris Gold NuRAN's revenue trends, Delota's profitability, and the high-grade expansion at Benton.
Yeah.
These are all potential catalysts for further growth and investor interest.
Absolutely. These are just the initial reports, but they provide a compelling snapshot of the potential within these small-cap companies.
We encourage you to dive deeper into the news, examine the underlying data, and consider what these initial results might mean for the future of each of these companies.
With these initial bursts of news showcasing significant results, what could further exploration and development reveal about the true potential of these small-cap companies?
It's definitely something to consider as you do your own research.
Absolutely. That's it for today's deep dive.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening.